Welcome to tonight's session of Nyxborough D&D. I am joined by our lovely cast of Precinct 9 best, friendos and whatnot. We will be hopping into it here shortly, but just want to go through a couple of quick announcements. We are continuing with our Monday, Sunday schedule of every other week. We are going to be continuing with that for now. And then we should be all good there. This is a live stream, so if you want, you can always message in the chat, say hi, whatever, and I'll try to make sure to say hi or shoot you a message back. If you want to support the channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe whenever you want to, and it greatly appreciate it, and it helps the algorithm out a lot. I think that's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna hop back over, see the chaos, and go from there. No crazy chaos on the comeback. That's good. So before we hop into tonight's session, we need a recap / update for the people that weren't here on where we left off.
Yeah, I will be the sacrifice today. So last session, Harper, Kragnar, and Rowan went to the university? Is that what it was?
Yes.
We went to speak to some professors and gather more information. We took Rowan's car, got to know a little bit about each other. Then we went to Professor Colchard, where we learned of the ironclad wastes. We learned some history on the Kitsune, how they were involved with Umbrus and mirror wells, and eventually thought to have been destroyed, or suspect to have been destroyed by the dragons, creating the ironclad wastes. There are shards that still exist. There is a fear that there are people trying to rebuild the mirror shards. So they are trying to basically collect and destroy what they can to prevent that from happening.
Slight correction, mirror wells. They're trying to create mirror wells. There are mirror shards around. They're worried that they have enough, they can make a mirror well. Yeah. Just wanted to clarify on that, because that is a little important.
No, yes, thank you.
Carry on.
And then we talked about how Colchard seems to believe that the Kitsune are controlling the narrative, influencing what is published, influencing the public in general, and history as it is written. And then we believes I have a note that says believes they've teamed up with Ronan Burke, wondering why that would be a thing. And then we went to another professor whose name I did not write down. Elowyn. No, wait, we did. Elowyn. And we were talking about the gods, and that's where we ended the session, talking about Lumora.
Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead and take a uncommon healing potion. And add it to your inventory. The only other thing I can think of was that Rowan ran into a winter Eladrin named Velma, who said that they looked familiar to a person named Sylvander. That was the only other thing I can think of. Was there anything else anyone else wanted to add, comment, concerns?
Kitsuminati, and we're talking to Elowyn about the gods.
Yes. I think so what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to start with Nigel and Lavinia. You guys all morning had been helping Lavinia move back in, if memory serves on the order of events.
Yay, moving
in. And I'm assuming at some point, we'll say, like, Jax had reached out to let you know that they were at the university, for you guys to go there.
Okay.
So I think we'll start with you guys arriving at the university. So to reset the scene a little bit, you two, as you arrive, Nyxborough University is a multi-building, faceted location. Large stone walls with kind of black wrought iron metal go all the way around the perimeter, as well as the entranceway having a large kind of iron fence. As you enter, you see there are students, professors, faculty, all kind of milling around you all, just going about their day. It's a normal Tuesday. As you all continue deeper in, where are you going? Because I don't know if they said specifically where they all were, but I know that Livy, you probably know about Cold Shard, I'd say, if anything.
No, Rowan. Do I know you had a meeting today?
Oh, yeah.
You don't talk to me anymore.
Damn, off rip. Shots fired. Jesus. He's drinking my water. I would say he would have let Jax know who they were meeting specifically, because Jax got informed that it was Cultured via the Ironclad Way. So, yes.
Yeah, so you all would have been informed.
If Rowan didn't tell Livy, definitely Jax did.
Yeah, Jax would have told you all to go find Cold Shard. Now the thing is,
is there?
Yeah, are you looking for like a directory?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's a directory with a map or something.
Yeah. I think finding a directory is easy enough. You find one. The only issue is that you start looking through the list of like named professors and stuff like that, and Cold Shard is not on it. I will say
Maybe we'll just kind of sit there. Go ahead.
I was just gonna mention you do see some like professors and stuff like that walking by, and other faculty.
Wait a tick. Would any of you lot be able to help us find a bloke named Cultured?
You see this large snowy owl Aarakocra who had been walking by. Fantasy bot, I swear to God. Don't be stupid.
They really are just freaking out on us.
It is. You see this like snowy owl Aarakocra. They've got like a shalm over their head, and some like light blue, like thin fabrics kind of sashayed around them. I would say it's a little hard to tell gender in this regard, but they walk forward and they just, yes, if you're looking for Cold Shard, they use the temporary room right here, and they gesture to one of the magic, specifically, I think it's illusion. Let me double check. Transmutation. I'm sorry, transmutation. In the transmutation wing of the college.
Oh, cheers.
Thank you.
They nod and
We all
head out.
head that way.
Yeah. Can I have you both roll perception checks?
Perception. Okay. Nice
I think Nigel's actually good at that.
Another natural 20, 25.
Okay.
Well, I only got a 22.
Oh,
22.
Oh, I only got a 22. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Well, Livy did better.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're good at our jobs.
Jeez. I will say, you know, as you two are kind of walking, you're getting closer to Cold Shard's room. You go past. You walk past a winter Eladrin. This female winter Eladrin who's in kind of like a she's in, you know, simple like winter clothes, or not winter clothes, but like dark academia situation, floofy dressed, whole 9 yards. Who is, she's got her like she's biting the end of her thumb situation, like that nail. She's walking by and she just, God, he looked like him. I don't know what that was about. And is walking past you guys and seems like super deep in thought. As that happens, I'll say with a natural 20, you do hear Kragnar being Kragnar, but coming from down the hall. Like, you would make a right to go to Cold Shard. You hear Kragnar's voice coming from down the hallway in front of you, though.
Oh.
Sounds like going the wrong way. Oh, she was on the back, though.
I think we'll just keep going towards it.
Okay. As you continue walking, you come upon a door with there's a little name card on it that reads Professor Elowyn, the Chair of Comparative Theology and Exotological Studies. For it. You notice the door is mostly closed at the moment, but you can hear now Rowan, Harper, and Kragner all inside kind of talking to her.
I'll give a light rap of the knuckles on the door before walking in.
Just a moment. And you hear the chair kind of move back, and then you see Elowyn walk forward and open the door. Yes, can I help you? She's got these kind of round spectacles that keep like sliding off her nose, as well as like very simple garb, and she looks really tired, but she definitely has a lot of like smile lines. She looks at you. Can I help you?
She's going to just kind of peek around her shoulder to make sure indeed we did grab the right room, just in case. And offer her hand out. Be like, Detective Villithan, just a couple more to add to your ever-growing group of detectives.
Oh,
Right.
she'll take your hand, gives it like a single shake, and then turns around and goes back and sits behind the desk. Come in. And the group is now all back together.
Harper will give him a nod as they come in.
Ro will give like a half wave.
Olivia will like offer a smile and a nod, be like, so, where are we at?
Well, last we were discussing Lumora, but there was definitely more there. Kind of gestures to Harper.
I was just going to say, I believe we were discussing Lumora.
Are we still discussing Lamora, or was it coming to a close?
I did not have any further questions. I'm not sure about these two.
Rowan just kind of slides his hand like through his hair a little bit and goes, well, I think I had 2 more questions, Professor. I don't know if it's in your field of theology, but the Garden of the Gods has cropped up quite a bit. Do you have much information on that?
On which god are you talking about?
Lumora, right?
Lumora, but just rumors note there's something that says there is a garden of the gods. Is there any truth in
yes.
that? A place where they'd congregate?
The garden is not actually a place that they congregate. It was more a place of experimentation. From what I know and from research from some previous professors, the garden is real in some way. The issue with the garden is how it is and how it reacts to people. One of the many issues that seems to be happening is the garden augments people's memories when they leave. Luckily, we've managed to obtain some small accounts on writings of it, which at least proves that it is real, which then creates this everlasting quest that the people of the ethereal skies have of trying to find it. Because once you find it, you will quickly forget it, which makes it a bit of a problem and a bit harder to study. But it's believed the garden was simply made for experimentation, or potentially even a gift from one god to another. Now, I will say that most likely when that was created based on theory and mythos, it would have been when the Pantheon was much larger than it is currently. Which would have been before the Eternal Balance became that.
Any idea of who would have gifted that? It's just like a theory. If it was gifted to a certain god, or who would have gifted it?
It's believed that the Garden of the Gods was actually a gift from Lumora to the people of the world, basically. However, a specific group. Let me make sure I have the right name. Hello, cat. It's believed, and I will say history was not well kept at the time, that the Aetherins, spelled Aetheryn, had given many gifts to Lumora. She had made the garden actually on the material plane, on the ground. However, after their downfall, and their capital was destroyed and most of their people were killed because of it, it ended up causing the large magnetic shift that led to the many isles that still float above the world as is in the ethereal sky.
Right, interesting. Do you have anything on that? Reading material, maybe, about those people? Or even the, what you mentioned, the accounts of people going there, or the...
It would take me a bit of time, but I could see what I could find. The issue with the accounts is the problem of one of the best accounts of the Garden of the Gods is from a professor who has been extremely discredited, and was arrested for a long time.
And this professor happened to be who?
I believe you all call them the Bleeding Quill, but
Quill, yeah.
Vase Tenhollow was originally a professor before becoming a librarian.
Doesn't surprise me. No, but I appreciate that that'd be good, actually, material to have for us at the minute. I'm trying to think if there would be anything else. You don't happen to look into celestials either, do you?
Depends
or celestials of the gods, or...
What's your question? Feels like you're beating around a bush.
Yeah, no, you're right, and that's not really my strategy usually. Does the name Astrael mean anything to you, or in the terms of theology specifically?
Yes, it's a very important major event. Vase was actually one of the many proprietors of Astrael, writing the now highly discredited version of the story that the gods banished Astrael after Astrael tried to turn on them.
Yeah, do you have a copy of his book, or any notes or information or anything he had on it?
Yes, I do. If you, and she kind of points to one of the, shelves, and you see there's a small kind of almost pamphlet, that is on, the god's betrayal.
Rowan will go from where he was standing and just walk over to it and grab it.
I'm gonna
Is that it? I thought it'd be thicker.
Sometimes there's not a lot of information. Sometimes the act was just simple enough. And I have posted that in handouts for you all for whenever you would like. But from my understanding and research on the topic, about 1,200 years ago was when the fallout happened. Astrael was bound to the material plane and chained into the ethereal sea with a fixed location on the material plane, which then was due to, I hate to say it, I think I agree with Vase on this one, that it was not necessarily Astrael's fault, but what's ended up happening is creating a very interesting dynamic with, well, death and rebirth.
How do you mean?
The current believed theory is matter cannot be created or destroyed, but we know that souls exist. Therefore, if you die, when you die, your soul gets kind of put back into the atmosphere through the veil. Now, you will then basically be reborn in a new body, this, that, the other. Reincarnation is a very common theological presentation. However, you will not have any of the memories or have any of the same markings, but it's believe that in that reincarnation certain things may affect your current life, i.e. say how you died becomes the fear in your new life. So if, say, you're afraid of spiders, maybe in a previous life you were bitten by a spider, had an allergic reaction, and died from it. But it is hard to... How do I put this? It's hard to confirm that theory.
With the losing of the memories and all that.
Correct.
Can't really go interviewing reincarnatees.
Correct. There are some people who do believe that they have a soulmate and that they can find the reincarnation of their love in every life, and there are some people who do believe in that full-heartedly. Some people are romantics.
Is there any kind of unified theory of a timeline, how long that takes?
No, but the issue is that due to races living so many different lengths of lifetimes, it gets very convoluted quickly. But, I mean, some people believe it's instantaneous. The second you die, due to how quickly, death versus birth rates are, second you die, boom, you're getting reincarnated as a new being. Especially if you include the fact that you throw in animals and bugs into the situation of reincarnation, and who knows, maybe in your next life you're a butterfly.
Hence the fear of spiders.
Exactly.
Previous life, maybe you were eaten.
But, like I said, that is simply a theory that many believe in. I will say, speaking on rumor and the gods, it was believed that there was a sort of friendship between Lumora and Astrael.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, aren't most of the gods on somewhat friendly terms?
Oh no, they usually hate each other. Usually the gods get along with maybe one or two of the other gods, if that.
Speaking of that, since Nigel's a follower of Umbrus, would he know who Umbrus's typical enemy and ally would be?
Ooh, that's a fun question. Make a religion check.
Okay. Alright, well, gonna burn that. There we go. Okay, that is 13 on die. Plus 3, plus 6, that's a 19.
Yeah, I would say Umbrus and Nadis, the Keeper of Secrets, commonly go hand in hand, as knowledge and trickery with shadow and death are usually in similar realms. and I'd say they're normally opposed to the eternal balance.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, kind of like Umbrus and Nadine. They seem to get on similarly, because I mean, on one half you got secrets, and then the other half you got, death and all that, and death is by its nature unknowable.
Correct.
That makes sense.
And that is region dependent. Umbrus is seen very differently. So is Nadis, so is Gorath, so is so on, so on, so on. Hey gang, I totally messed up. The Forge Master's name is Gorath, not Gortash. Wrong character. Thanks, Baldur's Gate 3. You got
So,
me.
I was about to say, I've heard that name before.
Thank you, Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm not against it.
It's Gorath. I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, that's wrong. I had most of the letters.
It's okay.
And you got the syllables right.
Yeah, there's the same amount of vowels, I think.
Yeah. The same letters, nearly.
Yeah.
So it's all good. All
Yeah.
good. Same thing,
It's just an extra
technically, if you
S.
really think about it. Yeah.
Okay. Getting back into it.
Anyone else wondering what this all means then?
Probably means we're all going to become theology majors sometime soon, ain't it? I think that Rowan has a little smirk towards Nigel on his face.
Well, the semester is starting in a few months if you wanted to sign up for classes.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you again for your time.
Of course. You know where I'll be. Oh, Livy, Nigel, can I have you two roll, let's do insight. Insight or perception, whichever you prefer.
Are they gonna give different things? What are we rolling this for?
There's some stuff with Elowyn. There's some weird
Either way,
stuff
it's
going
only
on
a
with it.
12.
Okay.
You want to know which one we roll or just the total?
Just a total.
17.
17. Yeah, I mean, she appears to be just an older professor to you, Nigel. With a 17, Livy, you notice that when she was walking back to her desk, her shadow lagged like a half a second behind her movement, but then caught back up.
Oh, I don't like that. No, why?
I would also say you do notice that looking around the room, she has almost all of the gods' symbols up, but it seems like there are a couple that are better well kept than others.
Oh, like which ones?
There are 3. There's Nadis, the Keeper of Secrets.
Oh, fitting.
There's Serathis, the Stormcaller.
Interesting.
And the Eternal Balance.
And these are the ones that are better kept?
Yeah, you notice there's a little bit more. There's a couple more like offerings kind of a situation for each of them. Like all of them have their own little like areas in the room, but those ones seem to have better offerings. I'd say, Nigel, you probably noticed that as well, even with the 12. You just didn't see the shadow thing.
Gotcha.
I don't like the shadow thing.
You're welcome.
All right. I think as he just kind of nods at the well-kept shrines as he's leaving with everybody else.
Were there any more questions for her before we...
Actually, no. I think instead of just immediately heading out, I think he does comment on the shrines. It's like, are you more of an enthusiast, or do you feel a better kinship with some more of the gods than others? Is that why some of the shrines look a little bit more well-loved than others?
She kind of looks at you for a second. There are certain understandings in faith. And because of that, we've seen many different people walk through these halls and, well, different gods provide different things, and I don't really worship anymore. I audit for them.
Fair stuff.
Just remember, if a god demands obedience, ask what they fear losing.
Aye. Wise words. I'll keep that in mind.
And she gives you a nod.
Livy will give her a nod as well before stepping away and be like, you might want to call some maintenance in here to fix your lighting.
I'll get right on that. And she gives you like a little wink.
And she will leave.
Harper will say goodbye and then follow them out.
Rowan will kind of do a two-fingered salute to the professor and be like, appreciate the information, and follow Harper and the others.
Kragnar, is there anything you want to ask, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. As you all head back into the hallway, you hear in the distance the sound of a bell ringing out, as it appears that it is around 11 o'clock noonish at this point. You start seeing more students starting to pour out from the classrooms and whatnot, making their way to their next classes. See those like 19 to 20-year-old kiddos running around in wizard garb that is too clean, almost. Hasn't been hit with enough, singed hems and dirt quite yet.
Well, I suppose we should head to our next location before it gets too late in the day. Which was... Weren't we going to go check on that time grocer?
The time mage.
Yes.
We can. I can give you a lift. He's at the aviary, at the research center, ain't he?
I believe that's where we pointed him, yes.
Hopefully everything went well.
Sorry that we were a bit late.
Yes, we had some moving to take care of this morning.
Moving? Did everything go okay?
Everything's fine. Adelaide's just gonna be gone for a little bit, so I went back to the apartment.
Oh. Right, I didn't know she was going anywhere.
Well, she's still in the city, she kind of gestures to the ground under it for a little while.
As long as she's safe, I think. I don't know, she never really had a affinity for mud.
She's got her team with her.
That's good. They'll keep her safe. Speaking of things that are safe, research center, everyone? Or did anyone want to go grab lunch? Because I don't know how good the canteen food is here. I also don't know if they're going to give it for free, but swing by, grab some food at some point.
Lunch sounds lovely.
We just say so.
I'm Nigel. I'm starving, man. I missed your pastries this morning. To be fair, Siren did offer me like an amazing breakfast burrito place, which I did swing by and grab it. But like, sometimes you want a little sweet treat.
When are you not starving, Rowan?
No worries. I'll make sure to make extra tomorrow. Strawberry croissant as it is.
Nigel, I appreciate you so much. And I think just Rowan just slugs his arm over him and is just like, no, but seriously, if you're like, yeah, absolutely, dude.
No worries. Get right on it tomorrow.
So lunch, then research?
Sounds good.
I mean, might as well.
Sounds good.
Right, where are we going?
All right, kiddos. Because I'm assuming you guys will need some options. I got you. Your options, because you guys, so the Nyxborough University is inside of the Luminar district, which is a little bit more of the high end. There is the Gilded Fork, which is street food fused with high-end tunges, spicy Euro wraps, flatbreads, glow teas. There's the Sunfire Skewers, open-air grilling station on a raised terrace, charred veggies and meat skewers with exotic sauces, the Nebula Nook, a cozy corner cafe with glowing astral mural ceilings and quick bites, and the Star Lace Bowl, a wide hall of steaming noodle stations with choices of broths and toppings.
Noodles!
Noodles it is, then.
Noodles it is. I just hear you, Livy, yell at noodles and be like, cool.
Excellent. You all head to the Starlace Bowl, which is, I'll say, like a 5-minute drive from the university. I think it's one of those things where there's a lot of like quick, cheap eats around the university that's like just because of it. You see a couple of college students, coming in and out as you all enter. It's a smaller establishment. As you see a behind the like in the back, you see this large hobgoblin with all of these different broths and other things like that set up and seasoning, and you see actually a kitchen of goblins running around spicing up the broths and stuff like that.
Oh.
As you all walk up to the counter, the hobgoblin kind of turns to you. Welcome in. How may I assist you today?
This is a sit down and eat place?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your special? What's your specialty, I could say.
Oh, yes. Well, the one that most people get is just the simple Starlace noodle broth. It helps with those that are tired. But, I mean, we do have some seaweed spiced broths as well for those that are not meat purveyors, as well as some cloud mushroom medleys, and we do also have some normal beast meat broths, but we keep them separate just in case. So it kind of is a multiple step process. Step 1, you'll choose your broth, then choose your noodles and your base option, proteins if you so like, then toppings and add-ons, and we do have a couple of pre-built bowls as well. And I will post that here in 1 second. Gonna give you the whole works in handouts. It's a big old thing, so take a look. Did I mention these are also magical broths that give you guys bonuses?
I see that.
Looking casually and go, oh damn.
Because in a magical world, why can't food also give you magical bonuses?
It makes sense.
What did you do in D&D? I spent 30 minutes making my own noodle bowl.
Are you not having fun making your own?
No, I am having fun making my own noodle bowl.
Now I want fantasy noodles. You know,
Right?
it's ridiculous. Oh, these look so good. Damn.
Wait, did we get a long rest?
Yes, because you guys would have long rested
Last
and reset.
time?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a new day.
Okay.
It's a new day. It's a Tuesday.
Amazing.
All right,
We
I'm
did have a
one for
level of
making me-
exhaustion.
All right.
I'm one for making me decisions quickly. Go ahead and give me a forgeable flame.
All right. And he goes and he grabs the ember bone stalk with some iron root udon, skydrake shavings. And you notice he has like a little jar that he pops open and pulls out, and the little spice oil globules almost look like little flame slimes that when they enter in, they and dissipate out. And he'll set that at the end for you to go. There's a bunch of open tables and other things like that around as well.
I think he does kind of inhale the broth as his eyes and nose kind of start to water a bit. All right. I think this is going to be crack on.
It does. You notice there's also a bit of a warmth in your chest, and a bit of that. The spice oil is very much reminiscent of like Szechuan kind of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that.
I might need to break this down in the laboratory a little bit.
And you may add that you have resistance to cold damage for 1 hour.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I will say that
I think
it
seeing
was
Nigel.
5 gold.
Go ahead and go.
Okay.
Rowan looks at Nigel's food and is like, so hungry. Looks so good. Goes into his pocket and realizes, shit, no gold. It's like,
Let's see how much Nigel has. Okay. Nigel's covering you this time.
Rowan has
Make
the
sure-
biggest puppy eyes.
Just make sure you bring me a new bag of flour next time you get paid. And then we'll call it even.
Mate, I'll bring you listen, instead of random bag of flour, how about I get you some homemade flour? I got you.
You know what? That would be ace.
Wonderful. I think Rowan just goes up to the counter and be like, can I get the moon simmer tonic with iron root udon and the celestial beef brisket, please?
Of course. Any toppings or add-ons?
Do they cost me more?
No. You can get 2 for free.
Then all of them. Oh, 2 for free? Absolutely. I'll grab some spice, oil, and scallions.
All right. And he'll turn around and start grabbing all of that and preparing that. After a minute or so, he'll set it down. You continue to hear the scurrying of feet as the goblins are all running around and stuff like that.
Question.
Answer.
How many days till payday? Because I am also broke.
I can only
Friday.
afford to spot one person.
We'll spend our money at the masquerade.
No.
You all get paid on Friday, so
Question.
3 days. Answer.
Question.
Uh-huh.
How much money do I have?
You have like, I want to say it was like 250 or something like that.
I wasn't sure if that was just like the character builder setting or if that was the number that we had decided. So
Well,
that's
so
it,
you have the
then.
yeah. So it's one of those things. So here's the situation. In character creation, you got a certain amount that I just gave extra. That's yours. And there are like monthly expenses and stuff like that we could go into, but Basically what it is you keep track of your money. And if for some reason it says you have no money, then you have no money. So you better keep track of your money well.
Sounds good. I will do so. If I notice Lavinia looking at the food, I will gesture for her to order first. And just say, I got it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you. And Livy will get the silver scholar.
Okay. You will have advantage on Arcana checks for 1 hour.
Yes.
Does all of that. It's kind of a silvery broth with these like green noodles, and then the tofu is literally in a star shape. And you have like little black globules, so it almost looks like if someone like took the night sky and inverted its colors, but in a bowl.
Pretty.
Perfect. And I'll look to Kragnar. Anything for you?
I guess I'll do the Luminar Sovereign.
Okay. You're after a minute or so, you're handed a bowl with a kind of golden yellowish broth with these thin silk noodles in it. Basically chicken brisket. It's the celestial brisket. As well as a soft boiled egg. And these green scallions on the top that almost look like Pop Rocks situation, but it's scallions though. And you get +1 to your charisma for 1 hour.
Not bad.
And for yourself?
And then I'll do the mushroom simmer tonic. Lotus dumplings. Can I do river serpent and celestial bee?
It'll just be an extra 2 gold.
That's fine. And for toppings, I'll do the black garlic, sun sprouts, spice oil, and lotus root.
Okay, and that is another 2 for the toppings.
That is perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, 19 gold in total.
I will hand over 20.
Thank you. And we'll go ahead and serve that up for you. And you notice that he actually puts a thing of the Starlight broth shot on the corner of yours for that extra gold.
No.
Which is
I owe you on payday.
Basically bone broth shot. And you will now sit down to enjoy your meal together as a crew.
Yay.
And I'm
Some
gonna
team bonding.
I'm gonna open this scene to you all.
Livy will look at Harper and be like, I owe you on payday. Thank you. That masquerade really wiped out everything.
That healing chalice there. That's a real lifesaver.
A healing chalice. Kragnar got his blade. It's the important part. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, these must be those numbing peppers I've heard about.
Numbing peppers?
As he's drinking some of the broth, as he's eating noodles, he's like, yeah. So, with this type of spice, the chemical, the capsaicin, it kind of starts to numb your mouth a bit. It's quite pleasant.
Why would you want that?
That sounds wonderful.
I know it sounds bad, but it really isn't.
Liz, you've got to try
drink,
it.
well, it
Why
has
would
drinks,
why would I
drink
want
shavings
my
in it.
Yeah, it's true. That's because spice is a flavor of life.
Yeah,
Spicy things are
exactly.
right.
why would you want your
I'll
mouth
see you know
numb?
you're living.
Listen, you can't speak correctly, you can't taste things correctly.
Well, it's not. Numbing is just. It's the easiest way to explain it. You can still taste things just fine. If anything, it elevates the flavor, gives it almost like a so hot it's cool type of flavor. I would say, like I said, try the broth, but again, there's drake flesh in it, so I know you don't do animal.
No meat.
Exactly.
I will stick to my star noodles.
Yeah, silvery color. I would say I don't know about that, but considering the things I consume for our line of work, I'd probably try it someday myself.
You've consumed worse. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. But we're eating now, and I don't want to ruin anyone's appetite.
I think that would be physically impossible for you to ruin Rowan's appetite.
Rowan is scoffing noodles down, and I think with has food still in his mouth, and you just hear the pretty impossible, just but muffled with the amount of food.
No argument there.
Oh, some good
The
food
sound
though.
effect of slurping.
He puts it down after a minute of getting it. It has already gone. And he's like, yeah. Oof. You guys are still eating? Oh shit, maybe I ate mine too quickly. That's all right.
Some of us have manners.
Listen, it's best to consume food when it's piping hot. It's a disservice
He's right.
to the gentleman cooking.
So, Harper, I know it's only your second day with us, I believe, but how are you liking the Precinct 9 so far?
It's been very educational. I've learned a lot about different things, I suppose. Today especially.
Yeah, just another perk of the job.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. You guys are dealing with some very fascinating subjects.
One way to describe it. Did any of you notice that professor's shadow?
What about it? I just noticed the shrines and commented on.
Yeah, the shrines were interesting, but her shadow seemed to lag behind her, in a sense.
Hmm.
You guys notice anything else weird? You were there much longer.
Weird. With Livy mentioning the shadow thing, is that anything that I've heard of anyone connected to Umbrus doing? Like any weird shadow magic or something that like a devotee would happen, even like legends?
Yeah, give me a history check.
All right, history. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a 2 on the die, so I already know that's a fail unless, because I don't have that crazy high of a history stat. Specifically, my history stat, let me see, because let me not throw in the towel too early, but I am not confident.
We have our daily inspiration, too.
I already spent it on
Unless
the
you've already
last
burned
check I
it.
ran. Yeah, that's 5.
So 5.
Oh no.
Well,
Wait a second. Unless if I'm trying to, I'm not trying to recall information about Fey, Fiends, or the Undead, so
no.
Can't say that.
What I will say is that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. Doesn't ring any bells, but it's fucking weird. And you even know, like, with thinking of even your training as a blood hunter, like, even with the ghost
Can't
slayers,
even think of a monster that does that.
Well, even thinking like ghost slayers, their shadows don't lag like that. Yeah.
That's puzzling. I can't even think of a monster that does that.
Actually, DM, can I also roll a history or something?
Yeah. I would say if you're thinking, I guess are you thinking history in that sense of like if you've run into this before, or I would say the other two options are religion or nature. Nature would be if you're thinking monster oriented. Religion would be for thinking religious oriented. Otherwise, it would be like general history.
What I'm thinking is I haven't read it in a while, so I'm kind of iffy on the information that's in there again, but the codex. If there's anything in the codex that mentions anything similar to that.
Yeah, roll a history check.
17.
May I do the same for history?
Yeah, anybody can. I will just open it up. What was your result?
17.
I got a 12.
Okay. Regarding Livy, thinking specifically on the codex, there's nothing you can super remember. What I will say is there is a chance that maybe she's interacted with a mirror shard and it caused it to happen, but it's really like that's pulling it, a little bit of unknown string situation where you're like, there's a chance, but there's also a chance that it could just be something else going on. It's not super clear. It just was kind of a weird thing that you saw. Harper, with your history check, kind of a similar situation of like, you haven't heard of anything that would cause that, but then again, there's a lot of weird things out there that could have been what caused it in the end. Rowan. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
While they're discussing this, you notice something odd. The building here, it has kind of like a glass window that kind of looks out onto the street. As you watch, as you're kind of like slurping, you kind of like catch out of the corner of your eye. It looks like there are 3 people who suddenly just turned down an alleyway, and the last person very much so looked back and kind of looked both ways before, very suspiciously before turning into the alleyway deeper.
He's gonna get up as these guys are talking about the ghosts and the mirror shard, potential theories about Professor Elowyn's shadow. I just gonna say, I'm just going for I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm stretching my legs. I think I ate too quickly and indigestions happened. Indigestions happened. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he did swallow those noodles pretty quickly.
Yeah, but you're saying it weird.
Roll deception or persuasion, and then just say the amount.
I got 21.
15. Damn. Yeah, I think Libby can tell that Rowan has clocked something from the corner of his eye, and he's just kind of staring at the alleyway a little bit too long, as he's just trying to scoot round, essentially, and just be like, and he's just like, I'll be back in a second. If I'm not just, yeah. And he's even like finished that sentence, and you're like, ah, shit, he's seen something.
Libby just kind of gives a heavy sigh, but watches.
He's gonna. I think he's gonna be dumb. He's gonna sneak. He's gonna walk out of the noodle shop. God, what a great noodle spot! I need to come back to it. And I think he reaches into his pocket and rubs and takes out this little pouch in his pocket, and he takes out a little bit of dirt and rubs it between his hands and just rubs the back of his neck with it. As I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace and essentially go into this alley and see the suspicious, shady behavior, Hannah.
2 things of note before you do. 1,
okay, please do.
The rest of you do notice Rowan get up and leave. You guys were all together eating, so Rowan leaving, he did say that and then walked out. 2, as you're walking over, you notice that the alleyway, the building to the right, looks to be a jewelry store. And you see a sign that says out for lunch.
Oh, fuck's sake. I think Rowan just sighs. Anyone will do anything in this city to make a quick buck.
Give me a stealth check.
Got it. You effed me over, so you're in dice jail.
Wow.
Okay, 24.
Cool. The highest I rolled was a 10 for the 3 of them. Let's you're not gonna be good, are you? We'll do this one. As you kind of sneak up a bit, there's a couple of garbage cans and other things in this alleyway. As you hear the 3 individuals kind of muttering to each other, it'll be a quick in, out, we grab the diamonds, we go. It's all we need. We just need to grab a couple diamonds and then we're good. Yeah, I know. But when in Rome, let's just grab the other shit too. So why am I here? You're the lookout! Right, okay. And they like, you're sure they didn't put like an alarm spell on it or anything like that? The guy who fucking is running the store right now is a goddamn idiot. There ain't no way he was able to cast an alarm spell on this. No way. Okay.
I think Rowan hearing this is just like walking behind them and is doing that thing. I imagine 3 of them are huddled.
They're huddled around a door.
Literally behind them.
Yeah, they're huddled around a side door.
I think, side door. Rowan goes genuinely behind them, and I think he just leans in a little bit. So his face is kind of with theirs in their huddle, and goes, "Oh no, I did see him do an alarm spell. What other shit were you guys gonna grab though?"
Well, as you can see, I got it! Click! As the door opens. And then the large Goliath man who was the lookout goes, "Hey, who are you?" As they turn their head, you see a human with a very hooked nose and really shitty mustache turn and looks at you and goes, "Who are you?" And the person that opened the door, you see this tiefling figure open it up. "Okay, we just gotta grab the diamonds and then we're good." "Why aren't we moving?" And then turns around and sees you as well.
I think Rowan winks at the tiefling and is like, "You mind closing that door again? And we can just call this an infraction. I don't really want to do the paperwork to report you three."
The Goliath man goes, "It's 3-on-1." And the tiefling kind of moves the jacket out of the way, and you see this arcane revolver on his hip. "Buddy, I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get the fuck out of here and forget you saw anything."
There is a little bit of a feral smirk that kind of crosses Rowan's face as the corner of his lip kind of cocks up. As I think he always has his gloves on, as he kind of starts moving his hands essentially and goes, "Buddy, if you shoot that, he'll be assaulting an officer of the law. You can. I don't mind it, but I don't want to mess up a pretty face like yours."
Kind of looks you up and down. "Yeah, and I'm the head of the entire fucking circle. You an officer?" I guess they give badges out to fucking anybody these days. "The Council of Spirits. Yeah, I'm the head of the Council of Spirits, right? Yeah, I am Councilor Belleric Thane." At this point, the Goliath goes to reach for your collar.
If possible, can I duck?
Sure, make a dexterity saving throw.
You got it, boss. Let's go with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 21.
21. Yeah, you're able to quickly duck under as he goes to grab you. You duck under out of the way as you see the human with the kind of the hooked nose pulls a dagger out. You see there's like runic symbols carved onto it as he kind of pushes his hand back, and you see there's a bunch of runes tatted on his arms that start to glow. As the one who was under you goes to take a shot at you from beneath you. Does a 14 hit?
No, it doesn't.
The rest of you hear the shot go off as you hear a gun fire nearby. In the
Olivia saying, "All right." Looks like he's found his fun, shall we? Olivia will walk towards the door.
Harper will follow.
Yeah, Nigel didn't even say anything. He's already out, hand on his pistol, moving.
We're not gonna roll initiative for this because this is gonna be pretty quick, I think, honestly. What we'll kind of do, we're gonna kind of Daggerheart this a little bit. So what that means is that you all will start, one person will go, then the enemies will go, and we'll kind of go back and forth until you've all had a round and then we will reset. So who would like to go first?
As we're getting closer, can I prepare cast 4th level hold person?
Sure, for sure. Yeah. So as you're walking over,
When I
what's your trigger for it?
It's just seeing them trying to attack Rowan.
Yeah, for sure. The one with the dagger will then go looking at you, Rowan, and you see as he cuts his arm, and then he the blood kind of pours out for a second, and then it stops, and then you kind of see him wave the hand for a second as it forms into 2 kind of spheres with arcane energy around them as he says something and then launches 2 eldritch blasts at you.
Okie dokie.
Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
The other was 11. As you move out of the way.
Can I? I can't do that. It has to hit me.
Yeah, I was I don't think you can deflect missile it.
I can't. I think Rowan just ducks and weaves and goes, cute! I have a friend who can do that, but a lot better.
You see these the when the blood hits the wall, though, it splatters against it, turning back into a liquid. Who is next?
I have an idea in mind.
Okay.
I kind of want to go after the Goliath.
Okay. So you're approaching. What's your movement speed again?
So my movement speed is 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you're probably moving a little bit faster than everyone else as you're running over there. I'd say you're still probably about 20 feet away from that group. So you wouldn't be quite in melee range, but you could probably call out to them.
I guess Kragnar will just yell what the hell's going on?
Okay, yeah. The guy, there are more. Yes, thank you for being a helpful lookout and telling us when there are more people coming. You're doing a great fucking job. Excellent. I'll let you guys have another person can go on your end as well.
I think Nigel is going to approach next. And then he's just going to draw his pistol and it's boys, you're so far making the wrong decision. I'm going to tell you this is a warning. Cease and desist, and let us bring it in.
You see the tiefling who's kind of kneeling right now, stands up, looks at you, and just goes, "No! Fuck you!"
I think with that, he'd probably fire, but...
Okay, you can take a shot. Roll to attack.
Okay. 1 second. Actions. There we are. Because it's been so long since I've done combat with Nigel, I couldn't remember what his modifier was off the top of my head. Okay, for that shot, that would be a... Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And That will be... Oh, D8. Wrong one.
Question.
Yes.
Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm going for non-lethal.
Okay. Continue.
If I can do that with a gun. But yeah.
I'll describe it.
A kneecap shot.
Yeah. So we're going for that. That is 12 points of force damage. Or piercing damage, sorry.
Cool.
Oh, wait, no.
He only had 7 hit points.
Oh.
As you shoot him, you see the bullet hits the shoulder, goes out the other side, didn't hit anything major, and he just and hits the ground.
Nice shot, Nige. As Rowan just kind of calls back. And we'll also call back to Craig now, being like, can you get the big guy?
The Goliath looks around and just goes, I'm only the lookout. And he starts backing away at this point.
Oh, that's gonna be...
The one with the knife and the runic knife is just like, Jesus Christ, you just shot Tim. What the hell?
I mean, Tim was given a warning, mate, and...
Yeah,
he was resistant arrest, mate, so... Don't know what else to tell you.
It's alright, he's just unconscious.
Damn!
We'll get him to the hospital. Now,
are
you gonna come quietly?
kind of looks around. And then it looks like he's about to start running away. But Rowan, you can make an op attack.
I still got my.
Oh yeah, you still have whole person. You still have whole person. Yeah, what's the save on that?
It's a wisdom save.
Okay.
14.
I rolled a 12, and there is no way this guy has much more than, say, a -1 to that wisdom. So he fails. He is mid turnaround sprint as his body just stiffens. As the whole person goes off.
I think Rowan recognizes Livy's magic because he has seen that before specifically, and just again from the alley calls out, "Thanks, Liv, appreciate it." As he's going to pick up the tiefling that is just kind of bleeding on the floor.
Yeah.
I just did warn you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's get these other two in cuffs.
You guys do quick work.
Right. Just another day in
we try.
Nyxborough.
Kragnar, you, as you're walking over, you hear the sound of sirens as the alarm spell did go off. As you assume that the Luminar Precinct is on their way for a break-in.
It's full of security coming in as well.
Pretty good.
Well, that is their district. We can just hand them off.
True. Hannah, question, DM.
Hi.
Is there any... Hi! Is there any beef or what's the... Because I know, different precincts have different relations. Any beef between Precinct 9 and the Luminar District, or we pretty good terms?
I want you to roll something for this.
Okay.
What have you done?
What have I done, man? I could have just not said
Give
anything.
Nav just wants the angst.
Yeah, you want some angst?
They're gonna,
I want the drama. I want the drama. I always want drama.
they're gonna blow up your truck.
Oh no, my truck! My baby! My baby!
Give me just a flat D20.
You got it. Can I use my inspiration to reroll?
Sure.
Yeah, because I rolled an 8 and that doesn't feel good. So much better. 19. I'll take it.
19. Hey, little bit of a history lesson here. Your captain was originally an officer at Precinct 1. Before transferring to Precinct 9 to become the captain. She had gone to a detective in Precinct 1 before moving over to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
However, she has never talked about it. Take with that information as you will.
Yeah, I'm so glad I asked. As
the sirens get closer, the first police cruiser shows up, and out pops a half-elf woman, very dark tan, kind of similar to you, Rowan. As she starts kind of walking towards you, however, you notice on her badge it says Officer Vega. As she kind of walks forward in her officer blues, and she says, hello, you all have, did you break into the, kind of looking at this gaggle of people, the gun, the blood on the wall. It's just, I think
apologies. We intervened. Couldn't just stand by.
And you are?
Yeah.
Precinct 9.
From Precinct 9. Yeah, Officer Vega.
Hiya.
Precinct 9, we're on lunch. And we saw this.
Well, I appreciate you putting a stop to. Kind of looks over at the tiefling on your shoulder, Rowan. As she walks over, she unlatches and pulls a healing potion and dumps it on his shoulder so that wound heals and stabilizes him. Just scarring that wound on the shoulder. If you want to throw him in the back of the car, we'll need to get statements real quick, and then we'll go from there. Looks over at the Goliath. You're getting in the backup car.
I'll dump the tiefling in the cruiser.
Yeah. Easy enough. He's unconscious. And the human also goes into the back of that one, arrested. As you guys stopped a jewelry robbery.
Yay.
The Goliath is I will say, as you're waiting, the Goliath is kind of like watching you all, and I was just the lookout. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They were the ones who did it.
Still a part of it. You're still there. An accessory.
Do you know why we were doing it?
Why are we doing it?
Are you gonna tell us anyway?
Maybe.
We'll read a share.
Just letting you know, anything you say to us will be used against you.
I thought it was used in the court of law.
Go ahead, spill.
He kind of lets out a sigh. The tiefling, his ma is dying, and they were hoping that with the diamonds they could do a reincarnate spell and bring her back with a better body. Reincarnate is a 5th level spell, which is above the legal threshold for spellcasting inside of city limits.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but doesn't Reincarnate just put you back in your body?
No, it's a D100 roll, and it makes a new body.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's crazy good.
It's what I keep threatening Alistair with on the Friday game stand. Of like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn you into something else. You need rare oils and urgents worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. You touch a dead humanoid or a piece of a dead humanoid, provided it has been dead no longer than 10 days. It forms a new adult body for it, and then calls the soul to enter that body. If it isn't very willing to do so, it fails. Yada yada yada. And there is a D. When restored to life, the GM rolls a D100, consults the following table to determine what form the creature takes when restored to life, or the GM chooses a form. Hey Dan, if you're speaking, you are breaking the hell up. Can you try that one more time?
Okay, I think I know. Alright, mate. If that's the case, we'll get his name and statement later. But we might have to. We do know a doctor. Perhaps we can arrange or one of our associates Precinct 2 to see him, or see his mom and a grandma and give him a recommendation. If nothing else.
He kind of looks at you for a second, kind of turns its head a bit. If we had the money, do you think we would have stooped to breaking into a place like this?
I didn't say anything about money. I said something about trying to find someone who can help you.
Nothing in the world is free.
See if there's something we can wake her up.
And you put her in a hospital, and then we're charged for that?
I didn't say anything about a hospital. I said I might talk to one of my associates in the precinct about connections.
Nigel, let's not make any promises.
I'm not making any promises. Just trying not to produce more problems in this city later on.
Well then, the Goliath I think there's a moment where there's kind of this almost like dark look that goes over his face. Maybe if the circle actually spent money on the people instead of these giant galas, we wouldn't be having to deal with this.
Well, you ain't wrong.
At this point, the other one, you see another vehicle approaches. It's like a large truck, and out hops a high elf man. You notice he's in kind of similar clothing to you all in that sense of that business casual situation. Tie, white shirt. Honestly, he looks like a Texas Ranger, but with like long blonde hair. As he steps out and starts walking towards you all. Detective Alistair, how can I help you all? Thanks for stepping in here. Got a little bit of information from Miss Vega on the way over.
Yeah. We were just enjoying lunch.
Notice the commotion?
Just 3 young lads trying to do something about an unfortunate situation. No harm was really done, and luckily the alarm spell went off, so just maybe be a bit gentle on the punishment, detective.
He kind of looks at you. Is that your official statement, detective?
Rowan just shrugs and kind of opens up his coat a little bit, where there's no injuries and no marks. He's like, yeah, no harm done to both me and no civilians, so give him a warning at least, and maybe put him on a better path.
Yeah, I think he's learned his lesson.
We will process them and handle them according.
Of course, your precinct, your rules. Though, if you could let me know when the tiefling wakes up, I'd love to have a chat with him.
Of course, I'll send word to your captain when the tiefling arises from his little slumber. I will also note, you notice the last name is Valaris. Alistair Valaris.
Got you. I missed out. Nouns. Well, that's even.
All right, big boy, let's go. And he kind of picks up the Goliath at that point, and moves him to that truck and puts him in the back. As you all are left at the scene.
I think when the other detectives leave, Livy just kind of stands there with her arms crossed across her chest and staring at Nigel, and Rowan just kind of shakes her head. I know it's sad, you guys can't fall for every sad story.
Thing is, Liv, I grew up rough, and this wealth inequity, it does create this situation. I wasn't quite
I'm well aware. But they still broke the law regardless. Yes, Nigel, I am. Just because I grew up different doesn't mean I don't see it. I'm not blind.
So you wouldn't do everything you could to help out your gran?
They still broke the law. They attacked.
That didn't answer the question, Liv.
I don't have a clean answer for you for that. It's a bit more complicated than you think it is.
Maybe you should practice a little bit more tact before you be making more judgment on us, yeah?
I'm not judging.
And
it's
I
not
think
personal. Go ahead.
Just saying, it's easy for you to say that. Well,
not personal. It's a job.
We're supposed to be doing doing the good work. Not just in here to collect a damn paycheck. Yeah. Or is that all this is to you?
If that was all this is, I wouldn't need to be here.
Well, we ain't gonna change each other's minds right now. Let's just try to put the situation behind us.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright.
You all hop into respective vehicles, because I'd say probably Livy and Nigel had a car, and then Rowan had another car. However, after that last conversation, if you guys would like to change up who is in what vehicle.
Certainly.
Probably.
Nigel, certainly.
Yeah, probably. Your roommates can't even look at each other right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yike.
Going home after work's gonna be awkward.
You guys are gonna have to figure it out at some point.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I'll say Libby and Rowan are drivers.
Well, I'll ride with Liviana.
Okay, hell yeah. So Harper, you hop in with Livy, Nigel, Rowan, and Craig are in
Or
the other.
Lavinia, sorry. My brain froze.
You're good. You're good.
I guess I'll go back in the freaking.
Son of a bitch,
truck
fantasy
bed.
bot. Okay, I'm just leaving you off.
Cragnar climbs into the bed of my truck again, and Rowan just sighs, being like, "Listen, I have no money till paycheck to pay for damages.
Pay
Careful.
for it, don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, you can owe me by helping you fix some of Uncle Ben's flowers. I was meaning to ask you how they were looking. So
His vegetable garden.
yeah,
I've been trying to keep it as well as it can be.
That's Craig
Need any
saying
help with
it's
that?
not going well.
well, yeah. Rowan hears that. Rowan goes, "Oh, Craigs, I'm gonna come after work and have a look at. I've got some fresh fertilizer that."
I killed
my pot's
everyone.
Oh, Cragnar, why didn't you tell me earlier? Oh, that's on me. All right, that's fair. I think Rowan kind of gestures to Nigel to also like hop in the truck as he kind of turns on some like static radio sounds.
Oh. Yeah.
as well.
No, probably no gesture even necessary. Probably crawled in on his own.
He's already in shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Stone face.
Yeah. As you all start making your way to the Annette research facility, I will throw this also over to Harper and Livy in their vehicle for any conversation there on the way over.
I think for the most part, Olivia is just quiet unless Harper wants to say something. She's thinking about that conversation.
I want to get a read on this because I want to do an insight because so far I've seen a lot of half sides of things happening.
So
Relationships in this precinct are strange. I just want to see how she's feeling right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I may.
give me an insight check. Seely, I'll have you kind of set the DC. If you want, you could say maybe like roll a deception check against yourself to see how well you're like trying to hide it, or even a persuasion check against yourself as you're like trying to persuade yourself
Okay.
that you're fine. Kind of idea.
Well, I hope
That
you
was
rolled
a
high.
19.
It's not high enough because I rolled a 24 for myself.
Do
Um,
do you feel like you're hiding it well then, is I guess would be the other question.
I feel like she is, specifically because she doesn't know Harper well enough to drop her guard just yet. So she keeps that well-practiced mask in place, though there is like a slight tightening to the knuckles into the jaw. But she seems rather relaxed for the most part, but something did kind of hit her in that conversation.
So, interesting group you have here.
Yeah, all from different walks of life.
Have you all worked together a long time?
A few years.
I see. Everything this forgive the word, tense between everyone?
Not usually, no. These are just trying times, I suppose.
I suppose so. I heard you've been through some events in these past few weeks, I suppose.
Events is one way to put it. You are talking about the precinct being attacked, as well as every other one. I'm sure yours was on that list too.
DM was mine.
Oh, please, I don't. I want to say no. Let me double check. I'm trying to remember exactly which. Listen, there's like 3 different things, and that was months ago.
That was months ago.
Was Precinct 4 on the hit list?
Oh. Precinct 4?
I know 2, 6, and 9 were. Was 4? That sounds familiar. Oh yeah, 4. Yeah. So your answer is yes.
Yes.
had to look it up. It was like that was back in August of last year, gang. That was,
Oh,
was
shit.
6 months ago.
So did we get hit, or were we just on the list?
No, you guys got
We
hit.
did.
Yeah. You guys got hit. You all got hit, but it was not in the same way. Like how you guys were attacked was it was odd. It was like arcane flesh golems that tried to like break into it, but you guys could never figure out who was the person who had like cast them. But it was a bunch of like huge nasty flesh golems that were sent in and were destroying shit.
I will tell that tale. It was disgusting.
That doesn't sound pleasant at all. Yeah, we had shades attack us.
Bit less visceral, but all terrifying all the same, I imagine.
Yes, well, working in Precinct 9, you're at least aware that it could happen. Just the fact that it did was a little unsettling.
For sure. I heard that's where you guys saw a kitsune, yes?
They did. I didn't see him. But yes, yeah.
Surprised to hear that such a thing was real, first of all, and second of all, that you guys have seen him twice now?
Have we seen them twice? I thought it was just once.
You've only seen them once, but Precinct 2 also reported seeing one. Kale said that he saw one.
Right.
Yeah. There have been 2 reports that you know
Olivia kind of shake her head and like, no, we saw them once. Precinct 2 had a sighting, and we did find some, what we believe is kitsune fur at a site of an attack on one of our officers.
Interesting. Do you guys have any leads on who they might be? Because I believe they disguise themselves quite well. In the lore we learned about today.
Have a name.
A name?
Yes, at least for the one that attacked the precinct. His name is Takashi. That's all we have.
Takashi.
We don't have a last.
Interesting. Any leads so far?
Not really, no.
Well, hopefully we make some ground there.
Hopefully. It's slow going, but it's going nonetheless.
Perfect. And I think with that, Harper will just let them kind of ride in comfortable silence unless...
I think we're good.
I think we're good. Honestly, I think that's a good spot. We're at time. It went by quick, but with that, you all are making your way to the Annette research facility, which is where we will pick up next time. We will see you all in 2 weeks.